Hey guys, this is Coach Bill with Bill Mabry Online Coaching and Team Alcaviva Hydrogen Rich Water. Hope you guys are having a great day today so far. It's Saturday, which is kind of a lazy day for us here at the house. Today, guys, is a great topic, and the reason for that is because I'm noticing on the on the social media, internet, and plus with people that are talking to me or email me questions. Seems like everybody's having a really hard time getting rid of that belly fat or body fat at an older age or at a senior age. So they're really having a difficult time with that. And guys, it's really not that difficult if you have the right guidance and if you have the right tools. Plus, if you're educated on what the root cause, see, that's where everybody's missing the boat, guys. You got to understand the root cause of of why you have that belly fat and how it's coming about as you age. And if you understand what the root cause is, then this really is simple to fix it, and it really is simple to fix it naturally. And so that's what this topic is about today. So unless you understand what the cause of your belly fat as you age, then how are you going to fix it if you don't know it? And why are so many people out there that are trying these, fad diets out there? It's just they're going up and down. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is very simple. It's because of the root cause. And here's the secret. Here's the big secret, guys. The root cause is caused by a hormone that's out of control. Okay, great. Coach, what is the hormone? The question is, what is the root cause, which is insulin resistance or high glucose level, blood glucose level, and how do we fix it? Well, the fixing part of it is the simple part. The hardest part is actually recognizing the actual root cause. And even though insulin resistance or high blood glucose level, which is caused by the types of foods you're eating, is actually the actual root cause, there's other hormones involved that are out of control as well. But the thing is, guys, when you fix this particular hormone first, the rest of those hormones come right in line, and that's why people are seeing the results they're seeing so quickly. They're seeing their belly fat or body fat reduce tremendously. And the other thing is, guys, what most health professionals aren't talking about is the science. Guys, the science has been out there for decades on the root cause of why most of you have that unwanted belly fat or body fat as you age, and why it's getting worse and worse, and why it's getting so hard to lose it. So real quick, let's go through a couple of them. So there's two programs, you guys. That's another simple fact. There's two programs that are involved here. And if you want to escalate losing that belly fat or body fat and trim down, then you combine these two programs. And so the first one is a high good dietary fat, low carb diet. See, that's the issue, guys, is most of you are on the standard American diet and you're all a bunch of carboholics. And so your blood glucose levels are continually high. So there's no reason for the body to even want to burn that excess belly fat or body fat because it's got plenty of energy in the blood glucose levels. You have to decrease the amount of blood glucose you have. That's how you're going to lose that belly fat or body fat. How do we do that? It's simple. Go on a good high dietary fat, low carb diet. And that's how our ancestors did it. And that's why they never had issues with the medical issues that we're having today, like type 2 diabetes. I bet you a lot of you didn't even know that type 2 diabetes leads to type 3 diabetes, which is the starting of dementia. And a lot of doctors and scientists are now talking more about this because dementia is at an epidemic level. So there's a root cause to that also. But in the National Library of Medicine, by the BMJ Diabetes Research Care was published, this one in particular was published in 2020, and this is what they stated. A hormone known as insulin is the root cause of added body fat due to high levels of blood glucose caused by your standard American diet, high processed carbohydrate foods, for a long period of time. And then you become insulin resistant. The root cause to insulin resistance is the standard American diet, which I already told you what that is. High processed carbs and refined sugars in your meals and drinks. You got to look at the ingredients in the store-bought foods you buy to see the hidden carbs that are in there and the refined sugars. And that's including all your sugary drinks too, guys. The research used 49 patients who followed the high Good Dietary Fat Low Carb diet for 3 months. Compared with the standard American diet group, they showed a significantly greater reduction in their A1C, which is their blood glucose level, and they lost a significant amount of body fat weight as well. The high Good Dietary Fat Low Carb group also had a significant greater reduction in fasting glucose levels. Why? Because they control that hormone insulin. That's the key. When your glucose levels are low, below 100 and less, you're controlling the hormone that's causing you to have that belly fat and body fat. The next program, you combine this one with the high Good Dietary Fat Low Carb meals, you're going to actually escalate your body and turn your body into a fat burning machine. It's known as intermittent fasting. This is nothing new either. This has been around since the beginning of time, and our ancestors did this for decades. And actually, we did it up until the 1970s when we were told that you were to eat, to be healthy, you needed to eat 5, 6, 7 meals a day, which that didn't work very, very well because now obesity is at an epidemic level, not only in the adults, but in the kids. But intermittent fasting to control insulin resistance for fat loss. Here's research on that one. This particular one was done in 2022 by the National Library of Medicine, published by the National Journal of, I'm going to try to pronounce this, Endocrinology. Effects of intermittent fasting diet on glucose and fat metabolism and insulin resistance in patients with impaired glucose and lipid or fat metabolism. In other words, they're overweight. So their body obviously is not metabolizing their own stored body fat, and they keep gaining more and more. The effects of the intermittent fasting diet on glucose metabolism and insulin resistance and weight loss, or fat loss, that's what I like to call it, or fat metabolism and blood pressure control of patients with impaired glucose and fat metabolism were evaluated. They evaluated all these different medical issues, because that's what they are, basically. The fact that the intermittent fasting diet is an effective, this is what they're saying at the conclusion. The fact that the intermittent diet is an effective therapeutic option for patients with all these different medical issues, insulin resistance and lipid or fat metabolism, and it will improve glucose and fat metabolism, as well as achieve significant weight loss or fat loss and improve insulin resistance. So what is the solution to the root cause of your unwanted belly fat as you age? I just showed you the science. I explained to you it's how to control the hormone, the number one hormone that's causing you to have that belly fat or body fat. What's the next option? Well, it is simple, but the issue is your first 90 days are the most important, and you have to have the education on the root cause, understand it, and then how to fix it. And it's very simple. You just change the types of food you're eating and change the time you eat. But there is a protocol to follow. That's why the first 90 days is so important. So what's your next step? Well, your next step, obviously, if you want to be successful, is hire a coach. And you can go to billmabrycoaching@gmail.com with any questions or more information on this topic that I'm talking about, guys. So guys, really, come on. I've been preaching this for years now. It's you have to control the hormones that are causing you to have type 2 diabetes and type 3 diabetes, to having high blood pressure or fatty liver disease. If you have a fatty liver at any stage, then you're not going to be able to control that hormone. Basically, if you've got a fatty liver, you are insulin resistant. And so you're not controlling the hormone that's causing the issue in the first place. So guys, again, all you got to do is go to billmabrycoaching@gmail.com. I'll send you more information or ask any questions. You guys have a great day.